tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. The San Francisco 49ers taking on the Buffalo Bills.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
1st and 10.
Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 20. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Samuel.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Mostert. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
On the tackle. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
Number 31.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On second down, Mostert. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score Bills 7, 49ers nothing.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
49ers.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
On the coverage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Again looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
49-yard line.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own.
Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
Is under review.
challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
The ball carrier.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
This is Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Jaheim Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have moved out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience.
With a little over 2 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Being chased out left. He'll run it. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
20-yard line.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that.
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
For George Kittle.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
Micah Hyde on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Drew Brees, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And they were losers in that one to the visiting New York Giants. Colt McCoy, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Lamar Jackson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Now, this will make it into the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchdown. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Mostert. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Milano on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down. On
1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It's second down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Mostert. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
What's the deal, y'all?
They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Kaepernick now on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They go play action here on first down. Steps away. They'll try and run it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
This is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you...
Third quarter action. This offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Now a give to Mostert running right. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year in the Niners. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Tevin Coleman, the ball carrier.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
13-yard line.
Yeah, he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. They hand it off to Mostert, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
The ball carrier.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. He finds Coleman. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Matt Milano on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bills 10.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the 49ers continue to roll. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it's...
Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? On the handoff, this is Mostert. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And this offense is running away with this one as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Markel Lee. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. To throw, Kaepernick. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The veteran Mario Addison in there to drop him for a loss.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Open man is Samuel, complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
49er. 1st and goal.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Markel Lee, his 2nd sack of the night.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town.
Meanwhile, for the Bills, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for Charles Davis,